Hello, friend. I'm your friend Kaustav Biswas. Today, I'll discuss with you what is my understanding about personal finance. Nowadays, I'm seeing people are interpreting personal finance in different ways. Nothing wrong in that. Say, for example, if any new person seeing one elephant from the front, how he will interpret, and if some other person seeing one elephant from the back, how he will interpret. Same thing is happening. So if you ask me, Kaustav, you just tell me what is your understanding about personal finance. So after spending quite a good amount of time in the industry, I can tell that personal finance is nothing but it is the mixture of risk and return. How well you can manage this particular risk and return. So that is why my philosophy to handle or manage my customer, I follow one philosophy that is called risk adjusted potential upside. Today in this video, I'll discuss about some very generic kind of avenues which is day to day basis it is come to your ways. I'll not discuss about very uncommon avenues like Bitcoin and uh, maybe painting, and even I'll just exclude some avenues like commodities as well. So this discussion basically for upper middle class and below level for that particular target group. Let's start. This is one of the structure. So here is the customer, and in between wealth manager or planner or advisors are there. So based on any customer's risk profile, risk appetite, cash flow, current asset allocation, goals, priorities, needs, etc., they will prepare one plan, and based on that they will guide customer ki in which proportion they will invest into which asset classes. Say for example, anyone means based on their risk profile, some percentage is into equity, some percentage is into mutual fund, then PMS, then insurance, then bond, gold, real estate, structural product, and income tax because it should be tax effective and cost effective. So income tax calculation and all it can be done. So one good practice, what I normally follow, normal first, when any customer does not have any exposure or any understanding about what is equity, what is debt market, so I ask them to invest into mutual fund. So over the period of time, they will start their SIPs and all, SIPs. Over the period of time, what would happen? Ki they will get, they will understand ki what is how equity work, how debt market work, how gold work, how in other asset classes work, and after that when their portfolio goes into some uh, means sizable portfolio one step up, that point of time I ask them to do some diversification into direct equity, and when their portfolio goes into bigger sizes, that point of time I'll ask them to go for PMS. In between, based on customers need, I ask them to do invest into insurance, and based on their long term goals and plan and how it fit their overall portfolio, maybe bond they can invest into based on long term scenarios and short term scenarios. Then gold is one kind of hedge against equity, so we can strategize our overall investment into that direction. If someone wants to invest into real estate, maybe second house, that we guide them how to take and Then when any portfolio goes into maybe 5 year or 10 year, that point of time we give little bit of structured product. But any customer can directly reach out to any product person, and they can take advice, and they can product from any product person. So everyone is good in their own ways. So everyone has their own philosophy, and accordingly they are guiding their customers. So one common question normally comes. People ask me, because the actually what is the basic difference between trading and investment? So some people in their mind, they have this kind of thought process कि equity means trading only. So equity, so in equity investment or any asset class investment, you can do trading. So equity trading is very much famous. Like you can do intraday, you can do FNO, future and option. It is like more into buy and sell, means short term buy and sell. Immediately you invest, it goes up, you sell out, you come out from this particular company. A lot of my friend advising their customer to invest in this particular way. So this and they're making money for customers. So it has its own science, and they follow some charts, some methodology. So they have their own way to serve their customers. But if you ask me personally, I don't follow this trading method. I believe in investing method. So I believe for long term invest, I do long term investments, and for my customers I advise them for long term investments. Understand what is equity investments. So here I have taken one. So I came to Money Control, and I am seeing chart of Asian Paints. So just see, this is all time. So it has listed in the 7th of Jan 2020, and this is a today's value. So if someone is, say for example, he is doing trading, so how he will make money? He may be buy in low and sell in high. So whenever it is like low, he will buy, and immediately he will sell in high. So it is like, but one thing is like, it is like momentum kind of thing. So in this process, they will make money for you. But what I follow value investing. I go and check their balance sheet, their intrinsic value, and what is the potential of this particular business. So this business has a lot of potential, and so if you see someone, if someone invested maybe 16 rupees, right now his investment go, so say 16 rupees become 2040. In between, see how many dividend this particular company has given. Okay, same way I'm just taking one more example. So after seeing this particular stocks, you may tell me, because of, then it's fine, it is not a problem, I can pick up any stocks, but I'll invest and I'll wait for some time. It does not work in same way, because market market is very much dynamic, and every day it is changing. Say for example, if you see this particular company, IRCTC, very good company, it has monopoly, and it has shareholding pattern. So promoters holding is 87.8 87.4, and that is government of India. So it is very stable kind of company. very much profit making kind of company. No one knows ki this kind of corona kind of situation will come, and train is actually stopped this point of time. So it went to 1951, again it came to 856. Right now it is again, it is trading into this particular range. So, so if you can understand company's future, what is company's future potential, and you can understand company, you can read company balance sheet very well, plus discuss, you can maybe understand ki what is the market share, their business model and all, then definitely you can go and pick up companies, and based on your conviction level you can stay with this particular company. Say now example, I came to value research, and this is one very good mutual fund called Mirai Large Cap Fund. So if any of my customers is listening this particular uh, video, he can relate कि when this particular, when market came down, that point of time I told every one of them कि if possible continue your SIPs, and definitely you can see very good return over the period of time. And even I have prepared one video as well in Bengali, in my Bengali channel. That particular video is there. So if you see this point of time, last 6 months, this fund has given 38.58% of return. Last 5 years average is 10.13. 7 years average is 16.54. Okay. Now you need to understand key what is the underlying asset class. See, over there you remember, if you put your entire money into one, say for example, Asian Paints or IRCTC, if your 100% goes up, definitely you will make more money, no doubt about it. But if it goes down, if it is opposite, if it is like some company like Yes Bank, like Arcom, like Sattam, then what would happen? Your entire money gone. So that is why it is always better to give initial level when you don't know much about equity. It is always better to take profes professionals help. Like see, in this mutual fund, what they have where they have invested, they have invested into these sectors: financial, energy, technology, FMCG, automobile, healthcare, construction, communication, consumer durable, engineering, service, chemical, and metal. So if you see, they have highest exposure into Reliance industry, 10.91 percentage exposure into Reliance industry. And you know, because of couple of deal in Reliance Jio, and right now a lot of deal happening in Reliance uh, retail. So that is why, what is the return of Reliance? Then this particular fund invested into HDFC Bank, Infosys, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, Bharti Airtel, TCS, Hindustan Unilever, L&T, Maruti Suzuki, State Bank of India, ITC, HDFC Life Insurance, Divi's Lab, Max Financial Services, Ashok Leyland, NTPC, HDFC, Dabur India, Tata Consumer Products, HPCL, Titan Company, Voltas, Britannia, BPCL. So if you are very much, if you think the equity investment is very risky, you should not take risk. Just think logically. One day from Indian economy, can all company go out? And you have money in these particular ratios, right? So that is called risk diversification. So because of diversification, so your entire portfolio is well diversified, and Say for example, one business will go up, one business will go down, business will go means goes up very in higher speed, one business will go up in lower speed. So these are very interesting statistics, which is very much effective to understand how good this particular fund is. Mean talks about mean return of this particular fund. Okay, so here they have captured return for last 3 years. So mean of last 3 years is 7.32. Then standard deviation. Standard deviation talks about volatility. If anyone wants to know more about standard deviation, you can see my video on standard deviation. Standard deviation talks about volatility on return. Sharpe ratio talks about how much risk adjusted return this fund has delivered. Shortino ratio talks about means how much on top of downside, how much return this particular fund has generated. Beta talks about correlation with index. Say for example, this is the large cap fund and my index is BSE 100 TRI. So what is the correlation? Correlation very, see here, correlation is near to 1. So it is like very correlated kind of uh, correlation is very high. Then alpha is on top of my index, how much extra return this particular fund has generated. This is called alpha. So this is very interesting statistics you need to understand if you want to know how strong this particular fund is. And apart from this, there are a lot of factors depending on this particular so say for example, uh, we the kind of company they picked, what is the growth potential, future growth potential of this particular companies. Okay, what is my fund, this particular fund manager's thought process. One more fund, this is Axis Midcap Fund. Same, when market fall down, that point of time I discuss with couple of my client whom I serve, plus a couple of my friends as well, ki continue SIP, definitely you will see very good return out of this. So you can see this point of time, last 6 months this fund has given 33.08 percentage of return. Last 1 year this fund has given 14.09 percentage of return. So last 7 years average is 20.30. See, this is the CAGR average return. And then if we see, so these are the some risk measurement number. And if you see, it has highest exposure into healthcare segment and then financial segment. This is high level sectorial exposure. Now I always tell when market is down, that point of time you should not stop your SIPs, because you just see longer view. India is a very potential country to invest. So keep continue your SIP. Now I'm just coming to one more fund, that is one gold fund. So we know gold is hedge against equity. When equity is not performing, gold will perform. So this is the gold chart. When equity is down, gold performed well. And you can see last 6 months gold has given 14.43 percentage of return. 1 year 33.55 percentage of return. 3 years 18.52 percentage of return. Now, yeah, one more fund I'll come, and this is bit different approach. This is called ICICI Prudential Long Term Bond Fund. So normally, actually, there are, so when I'm talking about risk adjusted potential upside, so in your portfolio, mm, I'll give large, I'll take exposure into large cap also, mid cap also, Gold also, I'll take exposure in bond debt fund also. Debt fund also has different kind of debt funds. I'll come to you one by one, but not in this particular video, but because this video already became very lengthy, and I'll go into very deep level and explain to you lot of things. So just high level, let's understand few things. So where this particular fund has invested. So it has invested into sovereign fund, triple A rated fund, double A rated fund. So if you see, it has investment into 7.57% Government of India bond, 6.19% Government of India bonds. So NABARD it has investment. Okay, IRFC it has investment. So all are, if you see, most of the places they have invested into government securities. So in from here you can able to understand that this particular investment is more safer kind of investment. So in your portfolio I will keep this kind of investment as well. Say for example, for when um, you have one goal which is maybe less than 3 years, that point of time, from equity I may do some profit booking whenever I get chance in equity and transfer fund into debt fund, so that whenever your particular goal will arrive, that point of time your money should be available with you. That point of time, if COVID kind of situation or other market fall happen, that point of time there should not be. So that is why I believe in this portfolio kind of approach, where your entire life cycle I can manage over the period of time. So I have covered over here mutual funds. I have covered lot of stocks. Maybe I can see one more stocks like Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance business wise very good business. Just one thought. See, in this COVID it came down like this. Again it is regaining its momentum. So one thought is, maybe you see कि in your friend circle or surroundings, lot of people taking lot of uh, maybe electronic items, and and they are financing through Bajaj Finance. So that point of time, if you have Bajaj Finance stock with you, that means whenever they take any loan from Bajaj Finance, indirectly you will get profit. So that is called investment. So you need to you need to see what is happening in your surroundings. Plus, then you need to go to their balance. If you can read balance sheet, you need to go to their what is their intrinsic value, what is their balance sheet is talking about. They are into which type of business. See, this particular business I can see because they are into lending business. My country has lot of youth. They will go and purchase some item and they will take loan. So then, and this business is very much uh, means IT oriented. Data backup. They have a very good data scientist team, and they are very much data backed business. So their IT team is very much strong, their analytics team is very much strong. So tomorrow, in my view, this particular business has potential, may have potential to grow. So you need, that is this way you can take your exposure into Bajaj Finance. But remember, I am not giving any kind of recommendation over here. I am just giving some thought, some idea ki how investment happen. But this kind of situation also may come. That is why you need to believe in professional and your advisors. So speak to your advisor. He can understand your risk profile and risk appetite, and accordingly your overall portfolio. Based on that, if you have scope or space to take this means this particular stock in your portfolio, definitely he will help you to take this particular thing, uh, maybe in direct way or maybe in an indirect way. As I shown, as you saw, he in HDFC mid cap they have Bajaj Finance exposure, so it's like indirectly you have like 1.68 percentage of exposure they have Bajaj Finance, so indirectly they have exposure. So if you take directly Bajaj Finance or indirectly if you take ICICI Prudential, sorry, where it is Axis mid cap, same thing. So I came to HDFC Life's website. So I can means I can take any insurance company website, but just for it is like example purpose, I have taken HDFC Life's website. Okay, so the see when it talks about insurance, so insurance have different kind of products. Okay, even even if you believe with ICICI, they also have different kind of product. If you believe in LIC, they also have different kind of product. Only the advisor who is giving you advising you that particular product, they need to have proper understanding on that particular product. So based on if you, so he or she needs to understand in your portfolio is there any scope for this particular product or not. If it is not, don't take this kind of product. If it is there, yes, definitely you can take. So here you can see there are there are a lot of types of covers, insurances are there, like health plan. So these are health cover plan. Click to protect, this is one kind of term plan which uh, cover your means in case of some death or uncertainty they will cover. Okay, so they have retirement kind of plan. So in this particular plan they have insurance plus investment, they have savings plus investment plan. So yeah, they have for women and children, they have plan. So it is not like this ki all insurance product is bad. Insurance, see, actually one thing is when any company build any product, it has some objective, it has some target audience. So you need to understand ki your portfolio suits this product or not. So same way, uh, I came to one PMS houses website. This is called First Global. They manage some global fund. So a lot of my customers I already spoke with uh, them for this particular product. So they have this particular product. They invest into different countries and internationally they invest. So which is this point of time which is showing very uh, means, say for example if anyone has in their portfolio that much of scope, so we can take some exposure. So based on uh, their overall portfolio, we can give them this kind of product as well. So it is not only India, it is global exposure. So here they have one product which start from 10 $10,000. $10,000 means around 7.5 lakhs. Mota moti means start from 7.5 lakhs and above. So this particular product, this particular, so they have one more product which is start from 1 lakh dollar and above. So 1 lakh dollar means around 74 75 lakhs of Indian rupees, that as per. So which is very good product. So couple of my customer has children, actually they are planning to send their children abroad for higher studies, and they have international they are working in international companies and they have ESOPs in that particular companies. So for them, from dollar to dollar, If they maybe they want to diversify some portion of their portfolio, they may come out from that particular some portion of their ESOPs, and they can invest into dollar terms into this kind of product. So it also depends on so it is, I'm not giving uh, general kind of advice to anybody. It depends on very much customized portfolio level allocation. So yeah, so they invest into globally across markets, different markets, then across asset classes, stock, bond, commodity, REITs. So this is also one kind of product. Apart from this, PMSs are there. Again, I come to this particular slide. Now let's understand one by one. See, we understood equity and what is the, it is like high risk, high return because of its concentration. You can take you can put your 100% money into equity, and it is like it go 100% up and it will go 100% down. So it is like high risk, high return kind of proposition. Then PMS, when where your portfolio manager will manage very concentrated kind of portfolio, 20 maybe 20-25 stocks, and it is also lesser risk, lesser return kind of proposition. So below that it is mutual fund. Mutual fund I discussed with you couple of strategies. There are a lot of strategies. I'll come back to means in my upcoming video. A lot of things will going to come. Stay tuned. Definitely, maybe maybe if I make 10 videos, maybe one or two videos maybe go into wrong direction or something, uh, miss maybe it will not value added, but most of the video I'll try to give you very much data and insights. So next, insurance we have understood. Then bond and bank deposit, you know most of you know what is bank fixed deposit. Then bank savings bank account, most of you know this bank savings bank account. Then risk cover. Risk cover, it is like health insurance which cover your health. Then term cover, so you can separately take cover. It would be like your like your car insurances or vehicle insurances. Most of us know about car insurances and vehicle insurances. So it is like every yearly basis you need to pay premium. If something happen, then company will bear that losses. If not happen, then it is like premium is gone. Next year again you need to pay premium. So that lot of, so going forward, lot of product analysis also I'll do in this channel. So
Hello friends, hope you are doing good. Thank you for listening to this video till the end. I tried to make it small, but one by one topic came and I explained. In the upcoming video, I will give you a lot of analysis and lot of data. Please stay tuned, and if you like this video please press like icon. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.